So for today's Lift Every Voice, we are uplifting Rex Evans, and we actually have him in the studio. Rex, thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful. It's a great day outside. It looks beautiful.
So we're going to get into your new album, Dissonant, but really, I just want to start off talking about your background. So who is Rex Evans?
Rex Evans is an artist from Atlanta with a Atlanta background, with my mom being Deborah Killings, who is like a bassist and like a musician in Atlanta. And she was a part of like the original Dungeon family and like a lot of the movements in Atlanta. So I was raised in the studio and, you know, just kind of developed a passion over time. I tried to get into sports and stuff, but music pulled me back. So
I'm curious, just because you spoke about your relationship with your mom and music and all of that, how has that played out? Because we see a lot of parents involved in their kids' music careers, and we've seen very successful things that come from that. We've also seen very negative. So how is that? Like, is that also an added pressure as well, knowing that your mom has this music background, Dungeon family, all of that?
It's pressure and motivation. It's pressure. It's good pressure though. I feel like you need some type of, because there's it sets a bar, a standard, because I don't feel like I can just release whatever and then, because I feel like my mother's name is attached to that and like a lot of things are attached to that. So it's like I don't want to just put out something I'm not proud of. But besides that, it wasn't stressful. She's very nonchalant. We almost have the same personality, so she's very like, do what you want.
Hands off, but supportive.
All the pressure I put on myself from just being like, nah, you my mom. I'm gonna make sure you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
She doesn't put that.
Okay. So. Was there ever like a moment that you just knew you wanted to be an artist? Like you said, you tried doing athleticism, but like, were you just like, no, this is where my heart is?
I think it was one of those things where it was kind of like, I kind of got backed into it and then I found out I liked it and then I just kept going. And then love is something, I you know, you love something as you spend time with it. You know what I'm saying? I developed a love for music and then just, it became expression. So.
Okay. So I'm just wondering, love seems to be a theme here. You got
self-love,
heart, you know, you
I don't know,
about
it's
your
hearts.
love.
I like hearts.
Yeah. Can you share with me a bit, like, how do you define love? How does love show up in your life?
I don't know. That's what I'm working on. I'm so working on that, like, for real.
Aren't we all, bro?
Like, I don't know, but it's just one of those things you just experience it. You know what I'm saying?
So we can't define love, but can you define Dissonant? Why is the new album Dissonant?
Okay, Dissonant is like, quarantine kind of isolated people and kind of like made you kind of deal with mental health issues, right?
Yes.
And then like I became very dissonant, meaning like people would tell you like, oh, you're supposed to feel this way about things and you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. And then it's like, yo, I don't feel like you telling me I need to feel. I don't know how to feel right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just figuring out the difference between what you are and what people want you to be. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that 100% because especially throughout COVID, there was a lot of, and not to knock anybody for feeling the way they felt, I just moved very differently than a lot of people did, you know? And there were times where, at least for me, I had some really depressive stages in the years prior to COVID. So I was coming out of it and it was like, yo, you're not finna stop my shine. I'm happy right now. Just because the world falling apart don't mean mine is.
Exactly.
You know? And so I had to struggle with that cognitive dissonance like you're talking about, of me being in one state and the world being another and me being told it's not right for me to feel the way I feel. But that.
Exactly. So, and people, and I'm glad you brought it up in like a positive way because people always take it negatively, like you're supposed to be happy and you're sad, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be I'm happy and the world is sad. You know what I'm saying?
So I've heard your songs before, but I really took a deep dive into Rex Evans, knowing that you were coming here. So a few of my songs, I really like Nerve.
Okay.
I really liked Pretend. The acoustic version is my favorite.
Okay.
But then also Open Letter. Open Letter hit me. So you said in Open Letter that you feel like you're always fighting a giant inside of you. What did you mean with that lyric?
I feel like I'm a good person, right? But like I feel like I never really feel like I'm a good person because I'm trying to be a good person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's what I mean. It's like I'm fighting myself to know what the right thing is.
I have that. I think mine is more so like if I'm thinking about doing something good, does that mean I'm doing it good? Because I'm like, consciously trying to do good, or should this just be something natural for me?
Like,
it's just all those questions that you have, like in the shower when they be coming to me. I guess I don't know, but it just hit
you be
you
singing
like
in the shower?
not really.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's because his voice sounds good.
I know, right?
I sing in the shower
Only we
every
can
time.
sing in the shower. You can get on stage.
I'm a silent showerer. I like
a silent shower.
Yeah, I just like
no music at all. Not even your own music.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow!
I gotta have.
Yeah, I have to have music. I put on the
Unless
lights, like neon lights and
it
stuff.
just be here. I just
okay.
Be
So, what is your process like writing? How does that come to you?
It's just like this. I'll go to the studio. I have a studio, and I'll just set up and find some beats that I like, whether it be people that sent it or like things that I make, and then see what happens. And it doesn't happen all the time. Like some days I might get in there and then like wasted like 5-6 hours, just literally walked out with the record empty. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of references. I'm like, maybe these could work something, but mostly it's just impulse, if that makes sense.
So you said most of it's impulse. It just comes naturally for you. I have my own theory because a lot of the songs on Dissonant sound very personal. And we asked this off camera earlier. Mine was in a more direct manner. But was this album about anyone in particular?
Yes, it was. Me.
I like how you spun that.
Come on.
Tell us more.
Those songs are just Dissonant is really about me. It's just other people's perspectives, how I might feel other people see me. You know what I'm saying? How I might feel about certain things. Open Letter was an open letter to myself. I don't have a diary. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a journal or nothing. So it's like I use these things.
Do you place yourself in a particular genre?
I try to, because I want to have one.
Okay.
Why?
It's easier to create when you know what area to be in. But like, because like I said, I just go in there and try, you know what I'm saying? And because a lot of the times I notice it doesn't really work out because I don't have a direction. It's just, you know what I'm saying? There's no, like, so I'm just trying to work on that as far as like, not necessarily keeping myself in a lane, but maybe for a body of work in this lane and then in the next body of work.
Sound,
yeah, because I do have the versatility.
You do, for sure.
So I asked that specifically because from a lot of the songs that I heard from you, I get an R&B vibe from you, especially with the acoustics. And I think those are my favorite because acoustics are kind of like where you see someone's raw talent without the added to it. And so it's like, okay, I can tell you really like, you can sing, you have a great voice. But every now and then I get a rap. I get a rap flow from you.
Right.
So are we looking for a rap album anytime soon? Like, what's happening?
I mean, I kind of rapped first and then kind of learned to sing. So it was like, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping first and then I just kind of found out I could sing, if that makes sense. And then I practiced at it.
How did you find out you can sing?
It just kind of was like, I never really tried. And then I just tried. And then I was like, I wasn't good. So I remember I was like, I can kind of, you know how you like, I can kind of hold the tune. And then my mom was just like, everybody can sing if you practice.
Yeah.
Like some people are, it's just like anything else. Some people are born more inclined. But if you literally practice your vocal, you can learn, anybody can learn to sing. So that's what happened. And I remember I had like, got up the courage to like go, my friends were doing music. I was like, they were working on this hook. I was like, I'm about to sing this. I'm going to sing this hook, bro. It was like when things were first started, I tried, they were like, no, bro.
Ooh, not.
At least they were honest with you.
And they were.
We got people out there on songs and their friends weren't honest with them.
Oh, that's real.
So at least your friends were honest.
Exactly. And they were honest. And I'm not the type of person that like, when somebody's like, that's bad, I'm like, I'm going to go harder. And one day I'm going to be, Beyonce status. We're going to be John Legend, you know what I'm saying? But
John Legend, not Beyonce.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm trying to support you. I'm trying.
I didn't even try, brother. No.
What male can we put at Beyonce level singing?
What male?
Singing?
That was owed to her.
Usher can like really.
Usher?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Usher can really sing. Okay. So you are Atlanta native, born and bred. Atlanta is very saturated with artists.
Yes.
How do you make yourself stand out? And what's the key to being successful in that? Because you have.
Consistency and being you, whatever that is. I feel like if you just consistent, right, people will find you. And if you're you, people that like you stay. So, and with the internet, it's like everybody will find you. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get found. You just have to be consistent and then make sure you're being you so that the people that find you can decide if they really want to stay or not.
So what's next for Rex Evans? What can audiences look forward to?
So we might be releasing a single soon. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a big mic? Small mic?
We'll go in between.
Okay, in between. Okay.
We'll do in between mic and then
So where can people keep up with your music, keep up with Rex Evans?
All right, so we have a website and an Instagram and Twitter. Okay, so it's going to be Rex A. Evans Music is the Instagram and Twitter, I believe. And then the website is rexaevansmusic.com.
Okay.
Before you go, can you share a message from the heart? What you want to say to the people?
A message from the heart. Be you, self-love, and be you again. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, for real, I'm a very big believer of just like be you, and people will like you if they do it, and people won't if they don't, and that's okay.
I say, well, we like you. Thank you so much for joining us, Rex.
So that concludes our Lift Every Voice.